Dobro poledne, moi canale. Good afternoon, my channel. We're back here at beautiful, gorgeous Penmar Park in Venice Beach on a cloudy afternoon. Although gorgeous, beautiful weather, nice and warm. And today we're back to the usual encampment sweep here at Penmar Park. The city and the county, along with the homeless liaisons and the police and the Department of Transportation, are going to come out here and make sure there's no RVs and SUV vehicles camping around the park and no people tent or bedroll camping inside of the park. So come on along and check out what's going to happen during today's sweep. So it's Danny Slant back here at Penmar Park here, and we're doing, of course, another encampment sweep, which means they take all the tent campers and sweep them out of the park, take all the RVs and SUVs that are parked constantly around the park here, and they tow them away. The notices have been posted 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. today. You cannot camp here. The city comes in. I saw them already towing a few vehicles on Rose Avenue. They're now here on Penmar. I noticed that some of the tent campers and RV campers pulled down the no parking signs on the other side of the street. Hopefully they'll still enforce it. You want to go on camera? No.
They don't look very good.
It's okay.
They're probably parked right behind the campers put their stuff right behind our house.
Yeah, and that's in the zone, so let's tell the police to move that stuff.
I do it all the time.
Yep, I know, it's very frustrating.
It's constant. Yep, thank you.
No problems. Yeah. So we've got LAPD out here. We've got the homeless liaisons from CD11. They have in fact put up a caution, you cannot cross here. Of the alley, but I can certainly go in the park. I'm allowed to cut through the park. I do notice they did clear out the tent campers in the park. And they do have sanitation up in the alley here, and they're clearing some people out of the alley. We got our usual squad here. Big mess up the alley over there. So in fact they are telling all the campers that they cannot stay here in the park because they stay here 24/7 and they will be here every day, all day, and never leave. Parking enforcement has just notified this guy that he's got to vacate. Arizona plate SUV that he's got to go. So he is in fact leaving. He is vacated, so they've made him leave. We got other cars that they're making leave. We got parking enforcement here, we've got police, we've got our sanitation. So it appears to have been a very standard sweep of the park. Good morning, everybody. Just documenting our sweeps as I like to do. Good to see everybody. I see we towed a few vehicles. I saw the campers leave yesterday. Some of them left yesterday, some this morning. Some were finally now. Good to see you're getting the mess in the alley. Hi, how are you? Yo quiero Taco Bell.
What's happening?
Just a sweep of the neighborhood here. They're doing the periodic sweep. Can't let the RV and the tent camper stay in the park 24/7. This is a now official zone. We have a special zone here. We're not allowing to do it. The signs are posted. Metal signs up there. If you see the one on the pole over there, it says you cannot sleep camp at any time, 24/7, but they have to enforce it. So this is the enforcement here. Of course, you have this guy in the RV. I'm gonna talk to the neighbor right here because they told the police that they were given permission by the neighbor to camp, which I do not believe is true. Anyhow, back to the neighborhood videos. Good to see you.
You too.
Thank you. Healing up here. I got a bad shoulder. I had soldier surgery. I'm really, yeah, I can barely move my arm.
Are you going to PT?
Yeah, I know. I went yesterday. That's why I'm crying today. Okay, nice to see you, neighbor. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
So they told that RV owner he cannot put his motorcycle and his gear, his engine and his RV, that he cannot have that on private property. The homeowner does not give him permission. LAPD is pretty much wrapping up over here. They're getting ready. There you go. That works. All right, so how you doing?
How you doing, sir?
Good to see you again.
Seeing you as
Thank
well.
you much for today's event. Appreciate it.
Sir, you have a great day.
You too.
I have many witnesses. They have also gone to his place to denounce him. I have not done so. As I wouldn't want to today, I will. Because,
know what you're talking about.
well, Delmar Thompson, she does.
Oh, well, good. She knows. I don't house nobody.
Well, I called you, you gave me Rincon. You gave me Brad Rincon.
My number.
It's okay. They stole the phone too where I had your direct cell. It's okay. I won't be bothering you anymore, ma'am. So have a kind day, nice day. So make sure I don't have an address. Okay. Hey!
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm here because Santa Monica police concealed the kidnapping of my son. Samo High is guilty of deliberate indifference. The Egglestons are criminals, part of the elite. Log it in, Patricia A. Navarro.
Okay, I'll do so.
And Sergey Brin, I trained with them.
Okay, thank you.
I'm a dissident of the evil force. Log it in, sir.
I will do that.
Ma'am, how do I put in the street? Okay. So to them, no, I want to talk to you because you are the ones that house him. Not attempt to restrain you.
Okay, so there you have what is known as a EDP 5150. So okay.
Yep, okay, thank you.
That's loud. Thank you. So I'm gonna do a little check over the corner here as the sweep operation is finished up here on Penmar Avenue. We're gonna see how they did on Lake Street here. Unfortunately, they pulled down the towaway signs here on Penmar, and this guy with his boat, he's living in his boat over here. He somehow slipped under the radar, which happens. Okay, let's check out what's going on up here. I think the park rangers are still doing the rest of the cleaning up of the parking lot. Remember, if you're enjoying the content of the Danny Slant channel, remember to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, leave a comment, leave a like. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm and allows me to continue bringing you this content. So I just passed a group of mothers with their really young infants there. They were spread out on a blanket having a little midday picnic there, and yeah, that's what the park is all about. Recreation for you and your family and your kids. Bring the babies out, you know, maybe come out here, walk your pet, walk amongst yourself, get some exercise. It's not supposed to be the world's largest outdoor asylum for people who have issues, addiction issues, mental issues, and then turning it into a permanent campground. Okay, so now we're coming up here on Lake Street here at Penmar Park. We have the Penmar Park parking lot, which they constantly just come in here and camp 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. But they finally built these metal gates. So we have metal gates now where they can lock and close the gates. Lock and close the gates at night, keep the people out of here. So now we see we have success. We have successfully cleared the parking lot of all the people who are turning into an encampment. So I'm gonna document this. It's just a little bit after 12 noon. How you doing, guys? We now have this parking lot completely cleared. You can see all the trash and the filth that these guys accumulate here. Literally dumpster truckloads of garbage and crud that they clear out here, along with a extremely distinct urine odor from the RV and tent camper people who dispose of their stuff. Now we have park rangers here, which is nice. So the park rangers are your Los Angeles officers assigned to your parks and recreation areas, and they're doing a sweep throughout the park here. Like this individual over here, still sleeping and camping here. So they will in fact wake him up, tell him he's gotta go. How you doing, guys? I'm just documenting this for the neighborhood. Are we in fact going to get this guy? Because you know this, we now have the new zone here, right? This is part of the 4118 zone.
4118 applies outside the park.
Outside of the park,
Yes.
doesn't apply to in the park. And then we use the other park ordinances of no sleeping, lying in the park at any time.
I haven't heard of that one.
You
Yeah.
don't know
Sleeping
that?
in the park?
No
Lying in the
sleep,
park?
no sleeping, no lying, no bedrolls, no umbrellas.
Yeah,
You want me to pull up the LAMC code to bring it
if
up?
you want to.
Yeah.
Should we? Do you want me to call Captain Losorelli to ask him? I mean, you guys are here today in coordination with LAPD for the sweep. That's to sweep everybody on the outside and the insides of the
What
park.
we're doing is a coordinated cleanup for posted locations. This location is not posted. This person's sleeping in the park. I don't see any violations present here in the park, and therefore we're going to go address another violation over on the other side.
Okay, so he's going to be allowed to stay there.
I don't see any violations.
So that's not a violation. Okay, I just want to be clear about it. I mean, that's what I'm documenting. You're telling me this is not a violation. Okay. Well, I don't agree with that, and it's good that we documented that. He says that sleeping in the park is not a violation. Yet he is in fact out here for the coordination, and he acknowledged that, but they're not going to bother because that's just too much work for them. So again, if you're watching the channel here, let's please get in touch with your council office, because I don't believe that that's how the zone works. He says it's outside of the park. I think the Councilwoman Traci Park at Council District 11's office is going to need to coordinate here and to inform the LA Park Rangers that the zone is not only inside of the park, also outside of the park. So why else would they be here for this coordination today? Why were they called here? I mean, that to me seems a little bit of a dereliction of their duties. They're here and they just decide they don't want to wake up the old guy to move him along, that he's sleeping there every single day. And there is in fact an LA ordinance, and I will post the link to it, that says, yeah, you are not allowed to sleep in the parks. You cannot have bedrolls. You cannot have possessions like that in the parks. So here you've got the sign that says there's a notice of major cleaning starting at 6 a.m. That was yesterday, Tuesday, September 24th, right? And then they've got the coordinated cleanup on the outside. But yet the map shows the line all the way around, but they're saying that the inside the park, that somehow it may not apply. That seems to be a lot of ambiguity there. Oh, we've got another map here today. So we've got this map here for today as well. So they got posted for Tuesday, and they got one for today, Wednesday. So yeah, same thing. Notice of major cleaning, a big square around it. So they're saying, no, we're just getting the streets on the outside, but we're not concentrating on the inside. Yet they were moving campers out of here. So yeah, they're just being selective about who they want to move, because yeah, it's a pain in the ass when you talk to these guys. These homeless guys always give you attitude, and they don't like to enforce they don't like to adhere to the laws, and it's easier just to ignore it. So they choose to ignore that guy. Well, you need to be consistent with your enforcement if you're going to expect different results. And that concludes today's encampment sweep here at Penmar Park. So it's Danny Slant saying ciao ciao for now.